Kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. In today's video, we are talking about what Dead by Daylight announced, as well as some leaks about Project W, which is the next chapter for Dead by Daylight. A big shout out to our Twitch. We're currently live right now. Make sure you guys do come on out. We've been grinding, doing some long streams, so I'd love to see you guys there. Alrighty, let's talk about it. At the end of the 6th-year anniversary, we've seen a big screen that says Resident Evil Project W. And if you're a fan of Resident Evil whatsoever, you know that Project W was a huge big test that was going on, or also known as the Wesker plan, and they were basically genetically modifying humans to make them pretty much like robots, essentially. And one of these people and the lead doctor was Wesker, and he is going to be coming in as the new killer in DBD. Now this is quite interesting, why they decided to pick him. Obviously pretty iconic to the series itself, and you know, he's pretty much in all of the games, so I understand why they did it. But I personally thought if they were going for more of the horror scene, we might have seen Lady D, or we might have seen something from Resident Evil 7, etc., considering it's way more popular. But hey, at the end of the day, it's their decision, and hopefully they pull it off quite well. So where do the leaks come in? Well, a few weeks ago, we got some leaks talking about what the new chapter was going to be with the Dredge and Hattie. I chose not to make too much videos about it, and I just stuck to one when everything got called out, and among that was the information for this chapter, the Resident Evil chapter, and another chapter that's going to be coming in the future, which I still won't be talking about. So now that the cat is out of the bag, and we are actually talking about a little bit more, considering DBD announced it, I want to give you guys the information that was presented. So we know that the new killer is going to be Wesker, and we don't know exactly what his power is going to be, etc., but we can kind of speculate, which we'll do in another video, based on what he does in the actual Resident Evil games. Then who's going to be coming in as the survivor? Well, there's actually 2 survivors that are going to be coming on in, which is really awesome, and I'm quite happy about it because it's been a while since we actually received 2 survivors. And the first one is going to be Ada Wong. So that is really awesome. We're getting a badass coming into the fog. It's going to be really cool. Now again, there is a lot of stories to tell about Ada, so this is going to be really awesome. She was in Raccoon City during the outbreak, etc. It was really awesome. And obviously she works very closely with Leon because she always bails his ass out. But it's pretty awesome that we're going to be getting her. So we're going to see how they're going to bring it in. Hopefully they don't butcher their faces or anything like that. And hopefully it works out quite well. And that's not it. We are also going to be getting another survivor. So there's 2 survivors that are going to be coming in this one individually. And that is Dr. Rebecca Chambers. So that is really awesome. 2 survivors coming on in. And I'm pretty excited about it, which means we're going to be getting 6 survivor perks, 3 killer perks in total. And I'm not sure if we're going to be getting a map with this one. We know that Dead by Daylight confirmed that they're reworking the Resident Evil map, so it can be a lot better RPD, so it doesn't feel as clunky as it does. And you know, they wanted to make it a direct representation of what the actual map was like, but it doesn't really work in DBD. So they're fixing it up and trying to make it better, and maybe we get some variations to this. Maybe they even introduce some new maps, or maybe we get a bunch of different maps that all come together. It'll be quite interesting to see exactly what they do, but that essentially is what the leak said before any of this was even announced. So it's quite interesting. Again, there's more leaks, and I won't talk about them just on the off chance that A, they're incorrect, and B, even if they are correct, I don't want to spoil what's coming out in the next year, because if this chapter comes out in June, the next chapter would probably come out in September, which means the next chapter after that is probably coming out all the way in January. So I don't want to talk about something that's going to be coming out all the way then. It puts us in such an awkward position when the entire year could potentially just be completely ruined from speculation or anything like that. Regardless, I wanted to make this video considering they already spoke about Project W. There was no cover-up or anything about it because Project W clearly is also known as the Wesker plan, so there's no speculation either. So the cat's out the bag and we can talk about it. But that is pretty much everything that is going to be coming. There might be some more, there might be some less. We don't really know what exactly is going to be happening. Nothing is completely set in stone from what I said, but more than likely we're going to be seeing Wesker with Ada and Rebecca. So that is quite interesting, and we can make videos in the future talking about what the power could be, what the perks could be, etc. We can take a look at the survivors and the killer and figure out what their personality is and how that can correlate with some of the perks. But that pretty much is going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you guys think about a secondary Resident Evil chapter coming into DBD. I think it's quite interesting overall. I would have preferred them to go along a different route, but hey, we got another Resident Evil chapter dating back, and let's hope for the best. That's going to do it for me. We're live on Twitch, as I mentioned. Make sure you guys do come on out. As always, I'm the King. I tip my crown to you guys, and we'll see you in the fall.